Welcome back to Stone and Watch Weekend box office. Okay, let's just dive right into it. Now, coming on at number one this week, Joker is still laughing at the bank. They bring in $55.8 million for their weekend haul. They're down almost 42% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $193.5 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $548.2 million. That's pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn awesome. I still have yet to see this movie, but from everybody I've talked to, it's a must-see. And coming at number two this weekend, debuting on the chart, we've got the Addams Family. Now they bring in $30.3 million for their weekend haul, and that's their total domestic as of right now. They do not have a worldwide box office as of release as of right now. And coming at number three this week, we've got Gemini Man. Now they bring in only $20.5 million for their weekend haul. That is their domestic as of right now. Their worldwide is sitting at $59.5 million. Now coming in at number four, we've got Abominable. They bring in $6 million for their weekend haul. They're down 49% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $47.8 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $109 million. Now coming in at number five this week, we've got Downton Abbey. They bring in $4.8 million for their weekend haul. They're down almost 39% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $82.6 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $152.8 million. Now, coming to number six, we've got Hustlers. They bring in $3.8 million for their weekend haul. They're down 39% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $98 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $121.6 million. Now, and coming at number seven, we've got Judy. Now they bring in $3.2 million for their weekend haul. They're down 30% from last week. They did add another 169 screens to their overall screenings for the week, but it didn't really help much out at the box office. Their domestic is sitting at $14.9 million. They still do not have a worldwide box office release. And coming to number eight, we've got It Chapter 2. Now they bring in $3.136 million for their weekend haul. They're down 41% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $207 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $445.8 million. Now coming at number nine and debuting on the chart, we got Jexi. Now they bring in $3.1 million for their weekend haul. That's their total domestic as of right now, and they do not have a worldwide box office release as of this point. And rounding out our top 10, we got Astra. Now they bring in $1.8 million for their weekend haul. They're down a little over 55% from last week. Their total domestic as of right now is $46.9 million. Their worldwide is sitting at $120 million. So I don't know what their budget was and what have you. Again, I'm hearing it's kind of like a snooze fest and what have you. So I have yet to see this movie. I don't know. Did you see any of these movies in the top 10? Have you checked out Joker yet? My brother said he went and saw Addams Family, and he said he was pretty damn good, so I'm going to definitely go check that one out. I'm not hearing really good reviews about Gemini Man and stuff like that. I'm still cool to see Abominable still hanging in there and what have you. So, I don't know. Did you see any of these movies in the top 10? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, now it's time for Stone and Watch 15 or 2. All right, let's just dive right into it. Now, we got a lot on the list this week, so bear with me, all right? So, coming at number one this week, got Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Now, the description reads, Maleficent and her goddaughter, Aurora, begin to question the complex family ties that bind them, as they are pulled together in different directions by impending nuptials and unexpected allies and new dark forces at play. Now, this is being directed by Joachim Rønning. I think that's how you say your name. If I do apologize. It's starring Teresa Mahoney, Angelina Jolie, Elle Fanning, and Pfeiffer. Now, I just watched the trailer for this movie just a few minutes ago here for show prep for the first time. Now, this is a lot different than the first movie that we got a couple years ago and what have you. So, and I don't know how this really expands on the story or where they're getting this source material from, but it looks very interesting. It looks a lot more going on than what we got in the last movie. So I'm kind of a little bit more intrigued about this one than I was in the last one. I did see it, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good for like a live adaptation and what have you. But this one looks a lot more interesting. So did you see the trailer for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil? Let me know in the comments down below. Second on the list this week, we've got Zombieland Double Tap. Now, this is a sequel to Zombieland. Duh, right? But, okay, the description reads, Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock move to the American heartland as they face off against evolved zombies, fellow survivors, and the growing pains of snarky makeshift family. Now, I'll have to admit, I didn't watch the whole thing of the first Zombieland. Zombie movies are not my thing. They just rank right up there with horror movies. They're just not my thing. Now, the first one looks pretty funny, and I did watch the trailer for this one. This one looks kind of funny too. I'm just not in the whole zombie thing. Definitely not going to pay for it to go see it in the theater, so that's just me. But this movie is being directed by Ruben Fleischer, I think that's how you say your name. Sorry, I do apologize. It's starring Zoe Deutsch, Abigail Breslin, Emma Stone, Woody Harrelson, and Jesse Eisenberg, to name a few. I'm sure there's a lot of cameos and what that's going to be in this movie galore throughout the whole movie. I think I saw Luke Wilson in there too in the trailer and what have you. So I don't know. Again, I didn't see the first one. This one looks kind of funny, and if zombie movies is your thing, this is what you're going to want to check out. So I don't know. Did you see the trailer for this one? You looking forward to Zombieland Double Tap? Let me know in the comments down below. Third on the list for 15 or 2, we've got Jojo Rabbit. Now, it's a comedy, drama, war movie. At least that's what they're calling it. Now, the description reads, a young boy in Hitler's army finds out his mother is hiding a Jewish girl in their home. Now, it's directed by Taika Waititi. Sorry if I butchered your name, dude. Starring Roma Griffin Davis, Thompson McKenzie, Scarlett Johansson, and Taika Waititi is playing Hitler of all people in this movie. But you know what? I just watched the trailer for this movie for the first time a few minutes ago for show prep, and I have to tell you, I didn't really think I was going to like it, but it actually looks pretty damn funny. So, I like a couple of his other movies and what have you, so I don't know why I'm so shocked. So, I don't know, did you see the trailer for Jojo Rabbit? You can go check out this movie. Now, if I do go to see this movie, I doubt I'm going to go see it opening weekend, but if I do, I'm going to say matinee. So, I don't know. Did you see the trailer for Jojo Rabbit? You going to check it out in the theaters this weekend? Let me know in the comments down below. Fourth on the list for 15 or 2, we've got The Lighthouse. Now, they're calling it a drama, fantasy, horror, mystery movie. Now, the description reads, a hypnotic and hallucinatory tale of two hot lighthouse keepers on a remote, mysterious New England island in the 1890s. Now, it's being directed by Robert Eggers, starring Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, Valerie Karaman. Now, I just watched the trailer for this movie for the first time a few minutes ago, and I have to tell you, it's pretty messed up. Now, it's black and white, which is really no big deal, especially in this day and age. It's just something too different. Now, it seems to be like one of them kind of artsy-fartsy movies, and it's getting kind of like good reviews and what have you online and whatnot, but, I don't know, it's not really grabbing me. If I did go see this movie, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I paid matinee, and that's like at the very most. I'm leaning more towards like maybe the $2 or on cable at home type viewing for this movie. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks kind of really screwy, so I don't know if I'd actually really pay for it in the theaters. But that's just myself personally. Did you see the trailer for The Lighthouse? Are you going to check this movie out in the theaters this weekend? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, we've got Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Now, the description reads, Jay and Silent Bob return to Hollywood to stop the reboot of Blunt Man and Chronic movie getting made. Now, I watched the trailer for this thing the other day. It looks kind of funny. It's basically the same kind of storyline that they had from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back and what have you, but just everybody's a little bit older and what have you, and then they've got other things that they threw in there and whatnot. Now, this movie's obviously being directed by Kevin Smith, starring Kevin Smith, and it's also Jason Mewes, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Chris Hemsworth, Melissa Benoist, I think that's how you say your name. If I do apologize and what have you. And I seen that a couple other big names that are in this movie as well. So there's going to be a bunch of cameos. That's just the way it is. It looks pretty funny. I don't know. I don't know. And supposedly they're doing some kind of 60 city tour with this movie, where they show the movie and afterwards there's a Q&A session and what have you. So I don't know how that's going to play out, how that's going to kind of roll out. So I don't know. Are you going to see Jay and Silent Bob's reboot? Let me know in the comments down below. And last, for 15 or 2, we've got Greener Grass. Now, they're calling it a comedy and what have you. Now, the description reads, a suburban soccer moms find themselves constantly competing with each other in their personal lives as their kids settle their differences on the field. Now, it's being directed by Jocelyn DeBoer, Dawn Lubert. I think that's how you say your name. If not, I do apologize. And we got starring Darcy Carden, Dot Marie Jones, Neil Casey, and Marie Holland. Now, I just watched this trailer for the first time a few minutes ago, and this movie looks messed up. I mean, just messed up. At the most, I would go to the $2 show to see this movie if I even went to the movie theater to see this one. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie. It's just not it just doesn't look all that good. It just looks all messed up. So I don't know. Did you see the trailer for Greener Grass? You can go check this movie out. I'm going to say no. I mean, it looks kind of funny, but I ain't spending any money on it. Cable at the most, but that's just me. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. You going to check this movie out? Let me know. Okay, well, that's it for today, man. I don't know. Did you see any of these movies in the top 10? Joker keeping the number 1 spot for 2 weeks in a row. That's pretty damn cool. I mean, it's already $500 million. I don't know if it's actually going to make $1 billion. Maybe. I don't know. If not, it's going to be like a crawl. It's not going to be like an end game like within the next couple weeks and what have you. I doubt it because they've already dropped like 50% from last week or almost 50%. So I think that this upcoming weekend is going to be basically the same thing. Plus, with all the other new movies that are actually coming out this weekend, I don't think Joker is going to fare well weekend 3. But I could be wrong. I think they'll at least stay in the top 5, though. Addams Family looks pretty funny for an animation movie. Gemini Man looks pretty good, but I'm getting here mixed reviews on it. Abominable, still in the top 5. You got to give him credit. Downton Abbey, still in the top 5. That's pretty crazy. Hustler, I don't know about that one, but they're still in the top 10. Judy's still hanging out in the top 10, but still doesn't have a worldwide box office release. I don't know what's up with that. It Chapter 2, they're dropping and stuff like that, so I don't know. They're almost $500 million, so I don't know if they'll actually make it, but you never know. I doubt it. I don't think they're going to. Jexi, that movie does look kind of funny, but they only made $3 billion pretty much for the opening weekend, so I don't know, and they don't have a worldwide box office release as of right now, so I don't know. At Astra, that's kind of dropping. It's almost out of the top 10. It's at 10, so I don't know about that one. I don't know. Did you see any of these movies in the top 10? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, it was pretty cool. I still have yet to see any of the movies that are out right now. I'm trying to, but work hours have kind of picked up, so it kind of makes it a little tough. I don't know. Maleficent, that looks pretty good. It actually looks a little bit more interesting than the first one did. At least it had more to the story from what I can see. Zombieland, Double Tap. That's, zombie movies are not my thing, but the trailer does look funny. I will give it that. Jojo Rabbit looks hilarious. I mean, I don't know about seeing that opening weekend, but it looks funny. Lighthouse, I mean, it doesn't bother me that it's a black and white movie, but it does. I don't know about this one, man. It just doesn't really, it's not really, I don't know. What do you think? You can go check out any of these movies. Let me know in the comments down below. Jay and Silent Bob, reboot. I'm going to try to go see it. I like to see it in the theater and what have you. If not, it is what it is. That Greener Grass movie, that movie looks weird as all hell. I'm definitely not going to go see that one. No offense. Anyway, I kind of wanted to bring it up because everybody else has been kind of talking about it. Last week, Martin Scorsese was doing an interview or something like that, and he said that, Marvel movies or whatnot, while they are good, they're not cinema, or at least what he thinks that are cinema. He doesn't think they are, and then the whole internet went crazy about, oh my God, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then the other half's going, oh my God, he knows what he's talking about more than you do, and what have you. And, and then again, like I think Monday, he had kind of doubled down over the weekend at some other event where he's saying, I think that, whatever. And I guess that, he's admitted he's barely watched maybe one or two, or at that, at least, and he hasn't really watched any of the other movies. So now I know he's been around for a long time. I know he's kind of well respected in the movie industry and what have you, but whether he thinks they're cinemas or not, I really don't care. I mean, if you don't like it, dude, don't watch. I will. I like it. And an Endgame making almost $3 billion, I think a lot of people don't agree with you there, Marty. Just saying. So, I mean, yeah, I respect your opinion, but I really don't care. If you don't like it, tough. I don't care. I'm going to go see it. You don't want to see it? I don't care. You know what I mean? What do you think? So, I don't know. And also, Jennifer Aniston made a few comments last week in an interview about how she thought if there wasn't, like, the comic book movies, if they weren't there, more people would go see her movies and what have you. I don't really think that's thing either. But I did hear that they're going to do a sequel to Murder Mystery with Addams Family and stuff like that. I like that movie. I thought the movie was pretty funny. So I've got to look forward to that. It's going to be on Netflix and what have you, but whatever, you know. But again, another person, if you don't like the comic book movies, I really don't care. Don't care. I like them. I go watch them. If you don't want to watch them, don't care. Don't care. Pretty plain simple. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. What do you think? Do you think that Jennifer Aniston and Martin Scorsese have any merit on what they're saying about how, like, the comic book movies are ruining the movie-going experience, or they're not cinema? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe and click on that bell so you can be notified every time we drop another video. Have a good week, people. Peace.